make the ground shake.
Hello students, good morning all. So in the previous two videos which I had uploaded, we had started off with the first unit, that is vital statistics, and 4 concepts were completed, that is CBR, GFR, ASFR and TFR, and the formulas and few problems on that, and also the assignments were given to you all. Hope all of you have completed. Few people have still not submitted the assignment. Please do submit it today itself. Now, today we shall complete 2 concepts, that is gross reproduction rate and the other is net reproduction rate. In the previous videos, we had seen the measures of fertility. The different measures of fertility, whatever we had seen, those fertility rates are unsuitable for giving an idea of rate of growth of population, because 2 things were ignored there. The first one is the mortality and the next one is the sex of the newborn baby. Why do we consider this is, if the newborn baby are more of boys, then the population are bound to decrease. But if at all the newborn babies are more of girls, then the population are bound to increase. And the other is, we have to consider the mortality rate of the girl newborn baby. Sometimes what happens is, before the female child comes to the childbearing age, there would be death occurring. So this gives you a difference in the count in the rate of growth of population. So since these 2 things were ignored, that is the sex of the newborn baby and next is the mortality, the fertility rates, whatever we have done in the previous videos, are unsuitable for measuring the rate of growth of population. Okay, so for this we have 2 different measurement of finding the rate of growth of population. The first type is the gross reproduction rate and the next is the net reproduction rate. So now, what is gross reproduction rate? It is defined as the sum of annual WSFR of the entire reproductive span without mortality. So WSFR here is women specific fertility rate. I am repeating again, it is women specific fertility rate. So it is the summation of the women specific fertility rate for the entire reproductive span without mortality. So we are not considering the death here. Okay, so how many live births are happening with respect to an woman in the childbearing age, that has been considered. So in short, we call this gross reproduction rate as GRR. It's given with the formula of GRR equal I into summation of WSFR, women specific fertility rate, with the childbearing age of 15 to 49. So WSFR is women specific fertility rate. Okay, so what is I? I is the magnitude of the age class. Now if we have the age from 15 to 19 of age group, then I is 5. So WSFR is women specific fertility rate, which is given with the female childbirth divided by the female population into 1000. So B here is the number of female births to women of age X during the given period in the given community, and P is the total number of female of age X during the given period in the given community. Now, when questions on GRR is asked, they ask you in the question or they don't ask you about the conclusion, you have to mention the conclusion. Like, after you compute and you get the value of GRR, if the value is equal to 1, then the current generation of females of childbearing age will maintain itself on the basis of current fertility. but without any mortality. That is, whatever the number of females we have, women, they are being completely exactly replaced by the total number of newborn babies. And if GRR is greater than 1, then the population would increase, and if it is less than 1, then the population would decrease. Hope I'm clear with this. The main thing here is you are supposed to know the formula. Okay, and after that you are supposed to give the conclusion. They ask you, they don't ask you for the conclusion. Please do mention the conclusion. So now we shall work few problems on this. You can notice the question given, calculate gross reproduction rate, or in short they can ask you GRR for the following data. Now the age group is given, female population is given, and the female birth is given. Now for the solution, you are supposed to calculate the woman specific fertility rate, and the age group is 15 to 19. So the formula given is total female births that are happening divided by the total population into 1000. So for this, it is equal to total female birth for the age group 15 to 19 is 20 divided by 1000 into 1000. So directly you can cancel this and this. The remaining value 20 is the answer. Similarly, for the age group 20 to 24, you are supposed to calculate the same. That is 60 divided by 900 into 1000. For the age group 25 to 29, it is 50 divided by 800 into 1000. Okay. Similarly, you have to do for the rest of the values. But write the formula once and show the calculation only for the one value. The other values you can put it in the table directly. So this is how your table looks as such. After you find the WSFR. So you are supposed to find the WSFR for all the values, and next to find the GRR we have the formula I into summation 15 to 49 of WSFR. So summation WSFR is whatever the WSFR you have got, you are supposed to take the sum of all these values. So you get 270.4. Substitute it in the formula. I is 5. That is, from 15 to 19 you have a width of 5. 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So I value is 5 into 270.4. Multiply this, you get 1352 female birth per 1000 women of childbearing age. So for every 1000 women you have 1352 female births happening. But if I am supposed to calculate per woman, for one woman how many female births can happen, then GRR per woman is equal to, take this GRR value, that is 1352 divided by 1000. It is equal to 1.352 female births. So since this value, you can notice, since this value is greater than 1, then the population increases. Okay, I'll repeat it again. Please do concentrate. Now we are supposed to find the GRR for the given question. Here the age group is given, female population is given, and the female birth is given. So for the GRR formula, we require the summation of WSFR. What is WSFR? Women specific fertility rate. Now what is the formula for that? It is given with the total female birth divided by the female population into 1000. So write this formula for only one age group, that is 15 to 19, only for the first one. It is 20 divided by 1000 into 1000. You get the value as 20. Similarly, follow the same formula for the rest of the values here and form the table like this. Now take the total of WSFR, because this is required in the GRR formula. I is equal to 5, because from 15 to 19 I have the width of 5 into 270.4. So you simplify this, you get 1352 female births that are occurring per 1000 women of a childbearing age. So this is for the group of 1000 women. But if I have to take the count for one woman, then GRR per woman is equal to 1352 divided by 1000. So whatever the value you get here, you have to check whether if it is greater than 1 or less than 1. If it is greater than 1, in this case the value is greater than 1, so the population is increasing. If at all the value was less than 1, then the population is decreasing. That should have been your conclusion. Okay. Next, we'll move to the next problem. Now, compute the gross reproduction rate for the following data. Again, the same type of problem. You are supposed to find the GRR. So, female age group is given, female population is given, and the female births are given. So, the first thing is the formula. So, WSFR is equal to B by P, female births by the female population into 1000. For the first one, it is 190 divided by 16,580 into 1000. So, you get 11.4595. Similarly, use a formula for the rest of the values. You get the table and you're supposed to put the table like this. Okay. Now the same table is replicated here along with one extra column for WSFR. Take the total of WSFR, write the GRR formula, that is I into summation WSFR for the age group 15 to 49. Substitute the value. Width is again 5 here. Okay. So for calculating this, it is 5 into WSFR is 200.2729. Okay, so you get 1001.3645. So this is the GRR value. The value has to be calculated per woman, so this value has to be divided by 1000. So you get 1.0013 female births occurring per woman. So since the GRR rate, okay, is greater than 1, the population increases. The next is net reproduction rate. This is the second type to know the rate of growth of population. In the previous, we were not considering the mortality, but in this NRR, net reproductive rate, we are considering the mortality. So when we consider the mortality, there is no way that this NRR value could exceed the GRR value. Okay. So net reproduction rate is the number of female children surviving till their reproductive ages. So NRR cannot exceed the GRR for the reason that in its calculation we also take into account the mortality. Again, there are three things to be noted. If it is equal to 1, then the population will be constant. If it is less than 1, then the population is decreasing. If it is greater than 1, then the population increases. So this is for per woman calculation. And here the NRR is given with the formula of I into summation WSFR from the childbearing of 15 to 49 age into S. Now what is S? It is the survival rate. That is how many female births are surviving till the reproductive age. There would be possibilities that few children die early at the early stages before they reach the reproductive age. So all these things are considered and they give you the survival rate. So for the survival rate in the question will be mentioned already. You need not calculate the survival rate. It would be given in the question already. Again, I is the magnitude of the age class. WSFR is the female birth divided by the female population into 1000, which in short is given as female births divided by female population into 1000. So S is the survival rate. Now we shall see a few problems on this. Now look here. Calculate net reproduction rate from the data given below. So you can notice that in the question they have given you the age group, female population, female birth, and also the survival rates. They give you this column for sure for NRR. Now the solution. You are supposed to first calculate the WSFR because again in the NRR formula we have I into summation WSFR into S. So what is WSFR? You have to calculate for the entire age group, take the summation of it, right? So for the one value I'll show. So the first one is 50 divided by 3000 into 1000. So on simplification, you get your WSFR value as 16.66. Now notice here, if the value is exceeding 3 digits after the decimal or 4 digits after the decimal, then see through that you round it up to 2 digits. Okay, round it up to 2 digit or round it up to 1 digit after the decimal point. It is left to your choice. Here I have rounded to 2 digits. Okay, so similarly calculate the same for the rest of the value, and this is the WSFR you get. Okay, now this is the survival rate. Yes, what they have already given you. Now in the formula you have I into summation WSFR into S, 15 to 49. So this WSFR into S, you have to find it out. Okay, this is your WSFR into S values. So this and this you are multiplying. 16.66 into 0.9, it is 14.99. 160 into 0.9, it is 144. It is 136.36 into 0.8, it is 109.08. Similarly, you are calculating this for the rest of the values. Okay. Now, this is your summation WSFR into S. So, this you are supposed to substitute it in the given formula. So, it is equal to, width is 5 again because we have the width age group from 15 to 19. So, it is 5 into 356.56. This is the value what you have it here. Okay, that value you are substituting here. Multiply, you get 1782.8 female births that are occurring per 1000 women. But if it is for one woman, okay, NRR per woman, it would be 1782.8 divided by 1000. So you get 1.7828 female births. Now we can notice that this value is greater than 1, then the population is increasing. You can notice that in the question they have not asked you the conclusion, but still give the conclusion. I'll repeat this problem once again. Now the age group is given, female population is given, female birth is given, survival rates are given. To find the NRR. Now the first thing is you have to find WSFR for the first age group 15 to 19. Write the formula, take the first value, substitute it, simplify it, and you get the answer. See through that after the decimal point you maintain 2-digit value. Okay. And next, make the column of WSFR for the table. Then next, you have the survival rates being given S, and next multiply WSFR into S and write it here. Okay, so that is 16.66 into 0.9, it is 14.99. Multiply 160 into 0.9, you get 144. 136.36 into 0.8, it is 109. Similarly, multiply the respective values and write it in their respective positions. Take the summation of this, that is your summation WSFR into S. Now write the formula, I value is 5 because the width is 5, and next summation WSFR into 5 is 356.56. Multiply, you get the value. This value is for 1000 women of childbearing age. If I am supposed to calculate it for one woman, then I have to divide it by 1000. Now compare this value. Since this value is greater than 1, the population is increasing. Hope I am clear with this. Okay. So the next type of problem is, they give you only one table and they ask you to find the GRR and NRR for the same table. So look into the question. They have given you the age group, female population, female birth, and also the survival rate. So we have to calculate WSFR for the given table. So write the formula WSFR for the first age group. Female birth divided by the female population into 1000. So the first value is 15,133 divided by 13,90,000 into 1000. So on simplification, you get 10.8871 Even if you get the numbers exceeding, round it up till the 4 digits. Okay, because in the survival rate we have 4 digits after the decimal point. Now frame the table with an column of WSFR. So this is the column for WSFR, and next take the product of WSFR and the survival rate WSFR into S. Take the total of WSFR here and take the total of WSFR into S here. This total is required to calculate the GRR, and this total is required to calculate the total of NRR. So GRR is given with the formula of I into summation WSFR to the age group of 15 to 49. So it is 5, that is the value of 5, that's nothing but the width, 15 to 19, 20 to 24. We have the common width of 5 into 214.2482. So when you multiply this, you get 1071.241 female births per thousand population. But if it is for per woman, then you are supposed to divide it by 1000 and you get the value as 1.071. So since this value is greater than 1, the population increases. Now look into NRR. It is I into summation WSFR into S with the childbearing age of 15 to 49. So it is 5 into 206.0480. You get 1030.24 female births per thousand population. But if it has to be calculated per woman, then this has to be divided by 1000. The same value, NRR value, has to be divided by 1000. So it is 1.030. Since this value is greater than 1, the population increases. Hope I am clear with this. So next, I have given with some problems as an assignment. You can just have a look into it. So this is the third assignment. 3 problems are given, just similar to whatever is being done previously. Thank you.